On this one, I'm going to London. Everyone knows the basics about London. It's the home to the monarch and the prime minister, the most populous city in the United Kingdom and Western Europe. It serves as a hub or a transit point to global travelers, and it's a melting pot to several cultures and traditions. Now, get ready for some wild and wacky tales from the heart of London, as I'm going to be spilling the beans on how a superstitious king made ravens the VIP residents of a fortress tower. Why the phrase laughing your head off has some seriously dark origins. The crazy story behind the world first underground railway, and the scoop on a city within London where even the king needs permission to visit. So, sit down, relax, stay tuned, and watch this one till the end.
Make sure you guys like and sub.
This is the Tower of London, a very strong fortress for the royals of England, and there's a lot of stories about this place. The Tower of London, one of England's most iconic landmarks, was built by William the Conqueror way back in 1078. So yeah, it's been standing for over 900 years. Between 1660 and 1685, there was this astronomer named John Flamsteed who worked for the monarch. He had a bit of beef with the ravens flying around the tower because they kept blocking his telescope. He suggested a practical solution: shooting them. But King Charles II, the king at the time, was superstitious to the core. He'd been warned that if the ravens ever left the tower, the kingdom would fall, and that would be the end of his reign. So, instead of getting rid of the birds, he decided they should be official residents.
My name is Christopher Scaife. I am a yeoman warder at the Tower of London, and as a job also I am the Raven Master. We are surrounded with myth and legend here at the Tower of London, and one of those legends is a connection with the ravens and the Tower of London. We have 6 ravens by royal decree. Should the ravens leave the Tower of London, it will crumble to dust and a great harm will befall the kingdom.
So next time you see a raven at the tower, remember they are not just birds, they are the keepers of the kingdom's fate. Have you ever heard of the phrase, laughing your head off? Ever wondered where it started from? Well, buckle up and sit tight, because we're going on a darkly humorous trip back in time to the Tower of London, where it quite literally got its start from. Back in the day, the Tower of London wasn't just a fortress, it was the ultimate place for, well, losing your head. Simon Fraser, a high-ranking official in the British government during the 18th century, got himself into a bit of a pickle during the 1745 uprising. He pulled a classic blame the kid move, forcing his son to join the forces with the enemy while pretending it was all against his wishes. When the British crushed the rebellion, Simon's sneaky plan was exposed faster than a magician whose act is exposed. So Simon did what any self-respecting schemer would do. He ran away, but of course he was caught. He was tried, and then he was sentenced to public beheading in 1747. Now, here's where it takes a darkly funny turn. Just before Simon's execution, the spectator scaffold collapsed, leaving 20 people dead. And what did our man Simon do? He found it hysterical. Yep, Simon Fraser was laughing his head off right up until the executioner's axe came down. There you have it, the gruesome yet chuckle-worthy origin of laughing your head off. It's a reminder that history, much like travel, is full of unexpected twists and turns. Now, guess which city holds the title for starting the first world underground railway system? You guessed it right, London, England. We will be going into the origins of the world's oldest subterranean transit system. In the mid-1800s, London's streets were more congested than a bathroom line at a music festival. Then a visionary named Charles Pearson looked at the chaos and thought, why don't we just dig under all this mess? And thus, the idea for the London Underground was born. So, in 1863, the Metropolitan Railway opened, running from Paddington to Farringdon. And guys, this wasn't your sleek modern tube. It was powered by good old-fashioned steam trains. Imagine riding in a sauna with wheels. Who needs a spa day when you've got a daily commute like that? Passengers would emerge from the tunnels looking like they just escaped a Victoria-themed barbecue. But hey, it was faster than being stuck in traffic with horse-drawn carriages and the occasional stray sheep. Fast forward to today, the London Underground is a marvel of modern engineering, transporting millions of people every day. It comes a long way from its steam-powered beginnings, and thank goodness for that. I'm sure no one will miss the occasional free sauna. So next time you're zipping around London on the tube, remember it all started with a crazy idea.
Mind the gap, please.
This location right here is the center of the city of London, also known as the Square Mile due to its history. The area was once a Roman settlement called Londinium in 43 AD, and it is roughly 1 square mile in size, hence the name. The City of London is a city within a city. It's a separate entity from Greater London. It has its own mayor, police force, firefighters, and it collects its own tax from residents and businesses. With a population of around 10,000, the City of London is like the cool rich sibling to the more popular Greater London, as it is one of the world's leading financial centers. Behind me is the Bank of England. That is the bank that controls every other financial institution in the United Kingdom. The Bank of England, located here, is often referred to as the Old Lady of Threadneedle Street. Seriously, the money flowing through here could probably fund a small country. I just love the architecture. Old buildings, but they still stand very strong, and they look beautiful as well. The Square Mile is an architectural mashup where ancient ruins rub shoulders with futuristic skyscrapers holding up to 400,000 people coming into the city to work. Apparently they ride a lot of bicycles in London as well. Well, can't be as much as Amsterdam, Holland, but hey, they have a culture here as well. Some ruins of the walls built by the Romans as boundary and protection against invaders can still be found today as artifacts, making it a treasure trove for history buffs. The iconic Tower of London is one of the treasures within the territory of the city. The King of United Kingdom cannot enter the City of London without permission from the Lord Mayor. This tradition dates to the 12th century and symbolizes the city's unique status and independence. Honestly, this city is like a visual history lesson you can walk through. A place where ancient history meets modern marvels, where financial powerhouses stand next to medieval wonders, and where the past is just as fascinating as the present. So, when next you are wandering through the City of London, know that you are not just stepping through a city, you are walking through centuries of tales, treasures, and traditions. And that's it on this one from London. Don't forget to like, drop some comments about what you think, and most importantly, subscribe to see more interesting views from cities around the world.